Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of XTW, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start this show off with a fatal four-way match, ladies and gentlemen, between Cesaro, Drew McIntyre, Xavier Woods, and Sin Cara, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wins this match, they will be number one contender for Andrade's United States Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see, all four men are locking up. Ladies and gentlemen, it seemed like Xavier Woods, he got Sin Cara, ladies and gentlemen, by his right arm, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it looked like Xavier Woods, he got Sin Cara by his neck, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, he do the DDT on Sin Cara. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Sin Cara, he get on the ring rope, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, he do a left back elbow to Xavier Woods. Then, ladies and gentlemen, it looked like Sin Cara going for the cover. 1, 2 counts. Then, ladies and gentlemen, it looked like Cesaro, he got Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen, in his arm lock, ladies and gentlemen. Looked like he got him around his neck, ladies and gentlemen. Looked like he got him in a neck hold, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, it looked like Drew McIntyre got out of Cesaro, ladies and gentlemen. Neck lock, ladies and gentlemen. Looked like he's twisting him by his left arm, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, he do a neck breaker, ladies and gentlemen, on Cesaro, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, both men, they both up to their feet, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen, he do a left to Cesaro, but Cesaro look like he's counting his move, ladies and gentlemen. Look like he's counting his move, ladies and gentlemen. Look like he's counting his left hand punch. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro, he picks up Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, while he lays on his back on the mat, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, it looked like Cesaro, he got Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen, in his submission leg hold, ladies and gentlemen. Would Drew McIntyre tap out to Cesaro, ladies and gentlemen? Would he tap out? Then, ladies and gentlemen, Xavier Woods, he do a running clothesline, ladies and gentlemen, on Sin Cara. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Sin Cara, he get him. Then, ladies and gentlemen, he do a leg scissors on Xavier Woods. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Sin Cara, he cleans on top of the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. And then from the ropes, he hits a backward flip, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, he go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Xavier Woods has been eliminated by Sin Cara. And ladies and gentlemen, it looked like Drew McIntyre has got his hands on the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro gotta let go of his submission. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre and Cesaro, ladies and gentlemen, they turn, they look at Sin Cara, ladies and gentlemen. First, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro, he tried to do a clothesline, ladies and gentlemen, but Sin Cara ducks. He ducks, ladies and gentlemen, he ducks. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, he tried to do a clothesline on Sin Cara, but Sin Cara, he ducks, ladies and gentlemen, he ducks. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Sin Cara, he gets on the ring ropes, ladies and gentlemen. And then from the ring ropes, he hit a backward flip. Then, ladies and gentlemen, from the ropes, Sin Cara, he do a backwards DDT on both men, ladies and gentlemen. And all 3 men fall to the mat. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Sin Cara, he tried to go for the pin. 1, 2 counts, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, he do a right kick to the head of Sin Cara. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro, he picks up Sin Cara, ladies and gentlemen. Then and gentlemen, Cesaro, he throws Sin Cara, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro, he uppercut Sin Cara, and he falls to the mat. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro, he picks up Sin Cara, and ladies and gentlemen, he throws him to the mat, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Sin Cara has been eliminated. Now, ladies and gentlemen, only 2 men remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Cesaro and, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen. And Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen, he punched Cesaro, ladies and gentlemen, with a right hand to the head. And he punched with another right hand to the head. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro punched Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen, with a right hand. And he punched him again with a right hand, ladies and gentlemen, to the head. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, he gets Cesaro by the back of the head, ladies and gentlemen, and he throws his head to the ring post. Ladies and gentlemen, he throws his head to the ring post. And, ladies and gentlemen, he throws his head to the ring post. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, he clotheslines Cesaro. Ladies and gentlemen, he clotheslined him again. And, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre picks up Cesaro, ladies and gentlemen, and, ladies and gentlemen, he superflexes him to the mat. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Cesaro, he trying to get up to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. He trying to get up to his feet off the mat, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Cesaro, he turns around, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre, he do the Claymore, ladies and gentlemen, to Cesaro, ladies and gentlemen. And, ladies and gentlemen, Drew, he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and the #1 contender for Andrade's United States Championship is Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen. He will go to XTW Elite Showdown to face Andrade for his United States Championship, ladies and gentlemen.